Alright guys, here's an update to the 77 diesel swap conversion project. It's pretty cold out today. It's been in the 20s here lately, 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So working on this thing kind of sucks. But we'll get into that more later. First thing I want to talk about that I did was I installed the filler neck and tube out of a 84 Stepside diesel. So that's a hard part to find, and you can tell it's a diesel one because see how big that hole is. It doesn't have those internal pegs. So now we got the correct filler, which is great. Cool. Well, onto the engine compartment. Alright, so I've been asked a couple questions lately, and I'm just going to answer them here rather than reply to the comments. A little bit easier. Yeah, it's a true 77. It's a 77 cab. Kind of a different question, but okay. Anyway, the engine's in, all bolted down. I got the starter on with a new solenoid because one of the bolts snapped from rust, so it's got a new solenoid. By the way, those things are crazy expensive. I don't know why they're so much, but they are. As you can see, I ran new battery cable wiring with a couple redundant grounds just because I like to do that. Been turning it over, and it has no fuel going up to the box filter up there. So what I suspect is that my lift pump shot, or there's a air leak in my fuel intake line. So I'm going to remedy both of those today, see if I can get fuel to the injectors, and then if I do, pop some glow plugs in there, and should be ready to rock and roll as far as running goes. And then it's just hooking up and putting in the fuel cooling system and all that fun stuff. Let's see if it'll turn over for you guys. Keep in mind the glow plugs are out right now. It's going to sound like it has no compression because it in fact has no compression. Alright, let's see here. There you go. It does turn over. All my wiring's correct, all my lights and everything work again. So, I'm really happy with how the wiring came out. Less happy about the fuel situation though. This really sucks. As you can see, I have the lower line disconnected right there, and there's not a pile of fuel on the ground. So yeah, I'm not getting any fuel through there. The internal sock and all that stuff was new at the time that the fuel sending unit was replaced, so I doubt it's clogged. It was running fine until I pulled the motor, so I have no reason to believe that any of that stuff's wrong. I'm going to go down and check the lines anyway for kinks or anything like that, but more than likely, sorry about the shakiness guys, hands cold. More than likely that fuel pump bit the dust. Lift pump I should say, even though it is a newer pump. It's been suggested a lot that it'd be more beneficial to run an electric lift pump closer to the tank. I really do want to do that. When I go to a turbo, I am going to do that. It's just right now I have no money left to buy anything for this truck, so I gotta work with what I got, and I have a new lift pump that I know works in the garage, so that's what I'm gonna do. So there you go guys, 77, it's getting there, and hoping for some warmer weather so we can get farther along with it. As you can see, the 80's back. It's got its own problems now. The biggest being that it has no heat because it's a 1980 and has the automatic climate control 2 system that Mercedes bought from Chrysler, which is a pile of crap. Chrysler engineers should be shot for that stupid system. That pisses me off. So I'm going to be doing a manual conversion on that eventually. For the winter time though, being that we kind of need heat around here for defrost and things like that, I'm going to go with a bypass on the solenoid. And I'll talk a little bit about why that solenoid sucks. Also, an axle replacement's coming up real soon on that car. Thanks, guys.